Hello, Professor. This is my assignment number two for React Native app based on the implementations used for assignment number one. That was to make a pay calculator for calculating the hours worked, hours rate, and the tax for the particular state, and then we can calculate the pay. In the about, we can see that it's working properly. The navigation, I can see my name and my student ID. And here's a small description about the React Native version of assignment number one, originally implemented in Android Studio using Kotlin. That was my assignment number one, necessaries. If we go back and we enter, let's say 40, hourly rate is 18, and for tax, we point 0.18%. And if we calculate the pay, we can see that the total number of pay, the tax, and the overtime, everything works perfectly. Talking about the implementation, I have used state variables, hours worked, hourly rate, tax rate. These are used to store the user's text input. And the calculator results are used for the pay, set pay, and tax. I've also implemented is about visible constants as a simple boolean that controls the screen, the main calculator and about screen, which is basically acting like main activities and about activities in Kotlin. If we go further, we can see format currency functions has been implemented. The validation script has been passed. If there's any missing input fields, it will show an error message. When we move further, we see I have made parse float numbers so they can calculate both decimals as well as dot integers. The logic for calculating the pay and moving for the overtime is used using the if else statements. Now, for the calculator function, that is header, the main things. We have used input validation. If any input field is empty, by pay overtime calculator and total pay taxation. My main formula is the total of pay is equal to regular pay that is found using hours into rate, and overtime is calculated if it exceeds 40 hours. Over here, I have implemented the logic for about function, which states my name and my student ID. Here's the text input fields, hours worked and uh, hourly rate and tax rate, which are used using the text input parameters of React. Then we have styled the format currency pay using the template literals. The CSS is explicitly described using stylesheet.create. I have made separate CSS containers for flex, card, title, input, button, back button, about button, result text, and about text. These whole compiles into one pay calculator which can seamlessly work with any decimal values or any float values. That was my assignment number two. Thank you. Yes.